Hey there, Capricorn, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading for the week of February 6th through the 13th, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Capricorn, please remember energies do go both ways, so I could be picking up on your energy or your person's energy. Take the energies as they resonate. Nope, didn't like how that felt. Capricorn, you are an earth sign, and we do not have one pentacle here. Not one pentacle in your reading. We have a lot of swords, though, which is telling me you are up in your head a whole lot. So, the main energy for your reading this week is the Ace of Wands. You want a brand new beginning, a very passionate start to something, and I feel like sometimes, to me, the Ace of Wands as a reader is also about reigniting passion or bringing something back, like a connection or a relationship or something like that. In the recent past, you get the King of Swords, the Magician, the Sun. You're trying to manifest happiness here in the recent past. Now, manifesting happiness is totally doable. What you're doing is you're manifesting happiness from the mind. It's almost like you're like, okay, oh my gosh, I can't pick up your cards. There we go. It's almost like what you're doing is, I think I'm happy. I think this is what happiness looks like. Okay, so I'm happy. Or, you know, universe, I think that this is what I'm supposed to feel like, so that means that I'm happy, or that's how I'm going to manifest happiness. Manifestation comes from feelings, comes from beliefs, comes from not your mind, your heart, your soul, right? And so when you try to think your way to happiness, I don't really think that works out that well. In the current situation, you get the Three of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Swords. You're waiting for something that you're very, oh my gosh, why can't I pick up your cards? You're waiting for something that you're very, very passionate about to come to fruition. It's almost like, you know, like, I've put my passion, I've put my energy, my drive into this. It's going to happen. I don't know when, but I know it's going to happen. And you're showing me here like, okay, well, is it going to happen now? Why is it not happening yet? And that's kind of sending you into an energy of a bit of closed off energy where you're kind of showing me like, okay, fine, I guess it's not happening now. Whatever then. I don't care. Where it's almost like kind of closed off, kind of like upset a little bit with the universe. In the near future, you get the Nine of Wands, the Lovers, the Four of Wands. Intense connection. Four of Wands and Lovers side by side. This is one of those like really, really, really powerful connections. You're showing me my defenses are up, which to me lets me know that you don't trust this person, this connection. There's something here which is like, I need to protect myself against this. Let's see, Capricorn. Very not typical of an earth reading. We're going to start off by clarifying the Ace of Wands, which is the main energy for your reading this week. Ace of Wands is clarified by the Chariot, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. It's almost like you're feeling compelled or guided to bring something back, but you're very, very confused about how to make it happen. So you're showing me, you're like, I want this connection. I want this relationship. I want to bring it back. I want it to happen, and I want it to happen now. I'm not letting go of this. There's no way in hell that I'm letting go of this person. But I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to approach them. I don't know what to say. There's a lot of confusion surrounding this. You're definitely clear on what you want. You just don't know how to make it happen. Let's see how that ties into your reading. I'm going to start off by clarifying your recent past, the King of Swords. King of Swords is clarified by the Magician, which you get again in the same row in the recent past, the Hangman, and the Six of Wands. It's almost, again, like you're determined to feel good. You're manifesting feeling happy, feeling good, feeling successful, but you're in your own way. You're stopping that energy from coming in. And again, it's because you're coming from the mind space. You cannot manifest happiness, success, victory from the mind. That's not how manifestation works. Just because you think you feel happy or you think this is what happiness is supposed to look like, you know what happiness feels like. You know when you're happy. You don't think about being happy. You just feel it. Let's take a look at the Magician for you in the recent past. The Magician is clarified by the Death, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. That's why it's hard for you. Something here ended. Something came to an end, and it's almost like you're manifesting moving past it, being able to just, you know, the love is over, everything's over, let's go, chapter closed, let's move on. It's like you're manifesting, not feeling it, not being stuck in it, not like you're okay, now it makes sense to me. You're trying to manifest a very good feeling. You're like, I'm supposed to be happy. I need to be happy. I want to feel happy because something here ended, and you're like, it's almost like you kind of don't really want to deal with this ending, where you're like, okay, can we just like move past this already? It's fine, it ended, whatever, I don't care, let's go. I mean, yeah, you can try manifesting that. Let's take a look at the sun for you in the recent past. The sun is clarified by the Knight of Cups, excuse me, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Again, I feel like you do have feelings for this person. You do have emotions that you still carry tied up to this connection, which in the 3D world shows up as done, because you're showing me here, I'm single. I'm no strings attached here. But it's almost like you're kind of sitting here on this position, on this throne of yours in your mind, where you're like, you know what? I don't care. Nothing bothers me. Nothing can stick to me. I'm like Teflon. Notice how she's surrounded by this like orb. It's like, nothing can touch me. Nothing can faze me. I'm good. Do I have feelings? Sure. Am I single? Sure. Nothing bothers me. Nothing touches me. Nothing fazes me. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I feel like this may be what you're telling yourself or what you're trying to manifest feeling, but you would know. And again, this could also be your person's energy. So take the energies as they resonate. Let's take a look at your current situation. I want to see what this Three of Wands is for you in the current situation. Bullshit, Capricorn. That's all I have to say. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Temperance. This is love. You're waiting for love. You're waiting for this specific connection to come in for you. You have somebody in mind, okay? What you don't see, however, what you're unable to see, and this is spirit showing me, it needs more time. It's not the right time right now. It's almost like you want a specific love, you have an idea in mind, and it could be with a specific person, or you just have a very clear concept of what kind of relationship you want, but it needs more time. It's not the right time yet, and I feel like on some level, because you do get the Three of Wands here, you know that it's not the right time, but you're getting a little impatient, and you're kind of like, okay, well, is it now? And you wake up the next day, okay, but how about now? And then the next day, well, is it now? Come on, when is this coming? It needs more time. Don't try to eat the avocado before it's ripe. It's just bitter and nasty. Let's take a look at the Knight of Wands for you in the current situation. Okay, 3. Of course it's 3. Spirit doesn't make mistakes. The Knight of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Wands. Did you get the Nine of Wands? No, you got the Seven of Wands. By the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Cups. The desire that you have here to open up is kind of like, it's almost like you're fighting it. You have this innate desire within you to open up, to communicate. It's almost like a burning fire within you. And this has to do with somebody from your past. You're showing me here, there's an energy from the past that I need to resolve. Like, I need to talk about something that happened between us, something that went down, something that took place. I want to open up. I want to communicate about it. But you're also fighting yourself. You're like, no, we don't need to do this. You know, stand your ground. Don't budge. Don't move. Don't make the first move. So it's like, it's a little bit of kind of like you fighting your own energy, where you really do feel like you want to open up and communicate about this thing from the past, whatever happened between the two of you, but you're also stopping yourself for some reason. Because you're showing me like, no, I'm not moving from my position. Like, you know, I'm going to stand my ground. That's what I was trying to say. Let's take a look at the Queen of Swords for you in the current situation. Queen of Swords is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Emperor. You keep bouncing back and forth between these energies of being very, very clear on what you want to do and what you need to do, and almost, again, stopping yourself and being like, I'm not budging, I'm not moving. You keep feeling compelled and pushed to open up and communicate with this person about something. And then what do? You keep stifling that and being like, nope. If they want to say something or they want to make a move, they can come to me. I am not moving. I am not budging. This is the logical decision. This is what makes sense for me to do. Notice how there's not a single cup here. There's no feelings involved, because you're not letting your feelings play a role here. You're just like, nope, logic. Let's take a look at the Nine of Wands in the near future. The Nine of Wands is clarified, wow, all major arcana, by the Strength, the World, and the Moon. As difficult as it may be, and as much as you don't want to face it, a cycle is closing out here for you. Something is coming to an end here, and a brand new cycle is starting, and it looks like it's a very pretty one, a very beautiful cycle. It's almost like you're having this cycle of you being defensive, being guarded, being unopen or unwilling to move and budge from your position, from that stern position, from that guarded, defensive position. That's coming to an end in the near future. And I don't feel like you see it coming, or I don't feel like you even want to accept the fact that it's coming to an end. Because on some level, Capricorn, it makes you feel comfortable to be guarded and be defensive, because then people can't hurt you. Then you don't feel vulnerable. Well, a new cycle is starting for you in the near future, my friend. Let's take a look at this Lovers for you in the near future. That's interesting. I want to clarify the Four of Wands before I speak on this. Nope, don't like how that came out. Okay. The Lovers is clarified by the Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Swords. There's a connection here, and it's a very, very intense one. And I feel like you are finally in the near future accepting and acknowledging just how intense this connection is. Now, another beautiful thing that's coming in the past, there was a lot of heartbreak tied up to this connection. That could be what you want to talk about from the past and communicate and open up about. That heartbreak is shifting and it is changing. That energy is changing and it's coming in with a lot of positive energy. So I feel like in the near future, whatever pain or unprocessed emotional pain that you were holding tied up to this connection, it's going to get resolved. It's going to get healed. It's going to get transformed into something very, very beautiful. The Four of Wands in the near future is clarified by the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. It's almost like your determination to do something about this connection, to do something in this connection, is decreasing. It's not like you don't want to move. It's not like you don't want to budge, but it's almost like you're showing me here the desire is not as intense. So if, for example, in the recent past, in the current situation, you're like 100 or 90 out of 100 wanting to just talk to this person and open up and make something happen. In the near future, the energy is decreasing from like 100 out of 100 to 80 out of 100. It's slowly diminishing. It's still there. It's just decreasing in its intensity. Because you're showing me here, I'm evaluating something. I need to figure something out. It's almost like whatever changes for you in the near future, it's like a new cycle of stability, of balance, of... In the current situation and the recent past, there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of you fighting your feelings, fighting your emotions, trying to like silence them or mute them. In the near future, it's almost like there's calm, there's balance. There's just like, I can handle anything and I know what I want and I'm not rushed and I don't feel pushed and I'm very at peace with myself. It's a very beautiful shift in your energy. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this week, Capricorn. Okay, listen. You got all three ending cards. Something here is coming to an end. An end, it is like you get the World, the Death, and the Ten of Swords. That is ending. Something is ending. I think that's what I'm going to title this video. Ending. I don't know what the heck this is, but this is the universe screaming at you, ending. Wow. Okay. Let's close off your reading with an oracle card from the universe. That couldn't have been a clearer message. There's a cycle, a chapter closing out for you. It is done. That's interesting because Cancer got that exact card. Show the world the real you. I feel like this is actually speaking more to your emotions that you keep trying to bury, keep trying to stifle, keep trying to pretend like they don't exist, keep trying to fight them and be like, okay, I feel this, but I'm not going to do anything about it. Or I know what I want, but I'm not going to move. Let the real you come to the surface. So Capricorn, that was a hella intense ending to your reading. I hope this reading helped. If it resonated, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and make sure to check out your monthly reading up on the channel now. Thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you here for your reading next week. Bye, Capricorn.